Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I am so excited. We are only hours away from Saint's sale. And if you've been here for a while, you know that Saint holds their site-wide sale only once a year. This only happens once a year and we're only hours away. So as a reminder, today what I'm going to talk about, I wanted to hop on here and help you make the most of the sale because it's got compounding, I guess, discounts, right? So I'll get to when the sale is and all the things. You've probably heard me talk about it 5 million freaking times. When you guys jump on, say hello. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hey, Mary from Naples, Florida. I hope the weather is great in Florida. You know what? It was nice for a little bit. We went downtown, did a little bit of shopping for my son that's going away to school, and then it just downpoured. We got home, walked the dogs. Of course, as soon as we started walking the dogs, we got soaking wet. Hey guys, all right. I want to be really quick. I want to condense all of my best tips for you. So, number one, if you missed it yesterday, I went through all of Saint's new releases, okay? If you missed that, it's posted on my page. Today, I really want to talk about making sure everybody's clear on the details because there is some really amazing opportunities because Saint does not hold site-wide sales, well, ever. So I've been selling Saint and wearing Saint for just under 3 years, and they've done this once before, and it was last July, okay? So it is a huge opportunity. If you drop the word fave or faves, F-A-V-E or F-A-V-E-S, I will send over to you guys, some links and all the things and some of the things I'm going to talk about here today. Okay. So, Holly, I have my order ready. Can't wait. And you know what? Just so that you guys know, you can absolutely put items in your cart now, and then check out when the sale goes live. I don't think that you can put the sale items in your cart yet. Maybe I'm wrong. I've had so many of you say, Erin, I've already set my alarm. Okay, because tip number one, you want to get there early. I'm going to pop gum in my mouth. This happened yesterday. I'm sorry, I know this is rude. But when I start talking, my throat always gets itchy. So I don't know what's going on. You want to set your alarm. Hello, do I have to join first? I think I already have. Yeah, so if you want to set up an account, LM Ladenoff, if you want to set yourself up an account, DM me afterwards. I can help you out, okay? So the sale starts at 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Like in the morning, well, I guess that's the middle of the night, isn't it? It's one day only. It's all day on Monday, which is tomorrow. So if you're catching this live, the sale is tomorrow, meaning Monday. Starts at 12 a.m. in the middle of the night and runs till 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you are Eastern Standard Time like this girl, that's 2 a.m. in the morning. I have my alarm set. And there's a reason why I have my alarm set because there are certain items, and I would never create a sense of urgency if it didn't exist. But if you have your heart set on certain items, like the lip oil, like Diamonds Are Forever, those two I think are going to go off like hotcakes, as well as Xanadu, the bronzer and illuminator mixed together. I think those three items are going to go the fastest. This is just the lip oil. Ladies, it's the best lip oil I have ever worn. It's not sticky. It's sort of like iridescent, so I don't have any color on my lips at all. I'll stop talking. How freaking pretty is that? So that is the lip oil. I will be getting multiples. I missed out on this one. I think I shared that with you guys before. I missed out on this one when it came out for artist's birthday. It was limited edition, sold out within an hour or 2 hours. And so this is my first time trying this. I will be buying more tomorrow morning or at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not only for myself, but I hope my nieces aren't watching this. I hope my mom's not watching this. I hope my girlfriend's not watching this because they may or may not be getting this as part of their Christmas present this coming year. And the diamonds are forever. This is that Tom Ford dupe. You guys have heard myself and every other freaking Saint artist in the planet talking about this. If you're annoyed, I'm sorry. But these are really, really good products. So tip number 1, get there early. Tip number 2 is its compounding savings. Basically, the more you spend, the more you save, okay? So I do have my notes here. Let me just, okay? If you spend 150 US or 210 Canadian, you get 10% off. If you spend 200 US or 280 Canadian, you get 15% off. 250 US or 350 Canadian, you save 20%. So this is the best time for you to stock up like on your main shades. Like, whoops, Saint never puts on sale the main highlight shades. It never happens. So this is the best time for you to be able to stock up on your main highlight, your accent highlight, your contour shades, your bronzers. It's really good time for you to do that, okay? If you need my help with a updated color match, if you're an existing customer, or if you're not an existing customer yet with me, I can absolutely match you. Just drop the word fave or faves in the comments. My custom color match link is in there too, okay? What else did I want to tell you guys? A few tips that I would do. Number 1, take advantage of the sale to perhaps bump up your palette size. Many of you have a 12 tin palette. Some of you may have a smaller 4 tin palette. It is a great time for you to be able to bump up your palette size so that you have room to add and grow to it, okay? Because the palettes very rarely go on sale. It's a great time to bump up your palette. Whenever I color match you, I typically recommend that you go with a palette slightly larger than the number of products that you're buying initially, so that you have room to add to it, because all of my customers end up coming back and wanting to add to it, okay? Number 2, I would say, is the brushes. So I talked about some of my brush tips earlier this week. It's posted on my page if you want to see it. Here are, if you haven't started with me yet, these are the 2 brushes that I likely have recommended for you. The blush and bronzer brush and the detail brush. If you're just starting out, these are the 2 brushes that I started with. It's like getting 4 brushes in 2, right? Because they're all double-ended. But because of the compounding savings and discount, it's the best time to buy brushes. So if you don't have these 2, I would absolutely recommend that you pick this up. Here are some of my other favorites, because perhaps you're looking to add to your collection. If you are a lady that loves full coverage, or at times likes to have the option of full coverage, go with the buff brush. A denser, shorter bristle like this is going to give you fuller coverage. It's nice to have this as an option in your brushes. Conversely, if you are somebody that loves a light application and light coverage, the shape brush, like this brush, I talk about this brush nonstop. I could do my whole face with this brush, but it's going to be super light application. I use it all the time. The smudge brush, this is the one that you guys see me, applying the makeup on, but it's actually an eyeshadow brush. I use it not only as an eyeshadow brush, not only to place makeup on, but what I've been doing the most with it is the inner portions of my eye, because you see how it fits just perfectly in the inner corner. And I like how precise I can be without putting on too much product, because as a woman with maturing skin, I want to be sure I'm not putting too much product under my eyes. So the smudge brush, if you don't have it, that would be a great one. The eyeshadow brushes, this is the traditional eyeshadow brush, fantastic. This is the line brush. I use this every single day. I take the spoolie end, rub it into my brow wax, hold on, and apply it to my brows to get the hairs going in the direction that I want them to go in. But the other end has this tightly packed angle end. It's great to dip into your contour, or if you prefer an eyeshadow shade, to fill in your eyebrows. I did nothing with my eyebrows today other than I did use the brow wax. I didn't fill them in. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Okay? So this is the line brush. This is the etch brush. And I get asked often, Erin, what do you do to line your lids, right? Do you use eyeliner? And I typically don't, but I almost always use my eyeshadow to create a shadow like underneath here. So what I did, this is the etch brush. Do you see that tight end there? And then this one is a little bit, it's about the same size, but it's rounded a little bit. You can dip this into your eyeshadow and just create a shadow underneath your eye or along your lid. I didn't do anything on the top here today, but I did bring the eyeshadow down at the underneath my lower lash line. For reference, guys, I used the lightest application of Sedona on my eyes. That's all I have on. Is one shade, Sedona, along the top. When you look at it in the tin, Sedona looks really dark and maybe intimidating. It's absolutely not. You can build it up if you want. But I love, you know what, easy eyeshadow looks, especially on Sunday. And I used it too and brought it underneath my eyes. Okay, so the etch brush, if you like to line your eyes, the etch brush would be a really great thing to consider. And then the multitasker brush. This one, you can line your lips. Again, I often use a contour shade to line my lips. Astoria, sometimes I use my bronzer. The beauty of a lot of the Saint colors and Saint products is that they are multifunctional. Okay, so the multitasker brush is another really great one. But here I wanted to show you something. It brings me to my next suggestion. If you are interested in ensuring that your brushes last, right? If you're interested in ensuring that your makeup goes on well, make sure you're cleaning your damn brushes, okay? There's like dead skin cells in here. There's bacteria from your face. There's all the things. So what I use is the Saint Brush Cleanser. I personally hate washing my brushes, you know, the traditional way and having to do it the night before to make sure that they're dry and time of using them. This brush cleanser sprays on. I wipe it on a paper towel like this. And now my brush is clean, disinfected, and it's ready to use. So if you don't have this, at least if you don't get this one, get a brush cleaner, okay? I don't care if you get this one or not. Personally, I think it's the best. However, I want to make sure that you're cleaning your brushes because brushes can be an investment, right? And we want them to last. Many of these brushes I have had the entire time since I started wearing Saint. So during a sale like this, where you can get 20% off depending on how much you spend, it's a great time perhaps to add to your collection. What else? Brush holder. I showed this to you guys and I got so many DMs about this saying, I've never seen that online. So this is the brush holder. This is actually the one that I'm sending to the winner of my giveaway. So maybe I don't want to get it dirty or anything, okay? Let me show you mine. Hold on one second. So this is how I store my brushes. I have all the brushes, okay, ladies? And my brush holder is about 2.5 years old, okay? So this is what it looks like 2.5 years later. And here's one brand new. It looks amazing. So I put all of my brushes and it folds up kind of like an envelope. All right. You see, and then it's got these ends that fold up and down. When I travel, this is hard doing it with one hand. When I travel, what I do is I have two hands to do this, first of all, but I would put my palette on the top, fold it over, and then you wrap up the envelope again, and then I pop this in my purse when I travel on the airplane. remember, our palettes are TSA approved, okay? So for those of you that hate checking your luggage, it's a great way to carry all your stuff. Nothing's falling out. And it's small, compact. All of my brushes, I mean, I wouldn't even need to take all of these brushes away with me, but I keep my brushes in this every day. It's always right here on my desk. So that's how I keep my brushes. So I did get a lot of questions about the brush holder. So perhaps you want to add that to your wish list for the sale tomorrow. The other suggestion that I have for you is a purse palette. Okay. So I typically keep, I don't have my purse here with me, but hold on. Here's an example of, I don't think there's anything in it. Oh, there's just two highlights in here. One sec. I gotta pick this up. So a purse palette, I personally keep a 4-tin palette in my purse. And I put maybe 2 lip and cheek colors, maybe a bronzer, maybe a balm, a lip balm. So perhaps you want to put a purse palette in your cart. It's a smaller palette. But if palette 4 is too much for you, this small square quad that is coming out tomorrow, you can get it with the brand new glitter eyeshadows that are coming out with the small brush tile. This cleans off your eyeshadow brush, but you could buy just this square palette and keep 2 lipsticks or a lipstick and a balm and keep this in your purse. Okay. I call it my purse palette. Lastly, I've been getting asked a lot about my favorites. You know, like sometimes it's hard to choose because there's so many great options. So if you drop the word fave or faves in the comments, I will send you links to my favorite lip and cheek colors, my favorite eyeshadow colors. The ones that I use the most. When you get those links, ladies, you just click on the link, and when the palette opens with all the shades that I love, you can click on each individual tin and a window pops open and tells you the name of it. Okay? So I'm going to go through these really quickly. So my favorite pinks, of course, I just want to make sure that I don't get this one wrong. I should have written this out. Yes, I did write it out. Duh, it's right here. Okay, this is La Cienega. Why don't I swatch it? Would that be easier for you guys? You guys want me to swatch it? Okay, that is La Cienega. So do you see it's a glossy shade? So it goes on lighter than it appears in the tin. This is Cindy. Cindy is also a gloss shade, but it has a little bit more depth of color. That's Cindy. Candy is a little bit cooler than Cindy. That is Candy. Hold on, let me swatch that again. That's Candy. Like for me and my skin tone, I prefer Cindy because it's a little bit warmer, so better kind of for my skin tone. If you have any questions and you want recommendations, just DM me. Summer Love, this next one, is one of my all-time favorites. It's like, it goes so well on so many different skin tones. Summer Love. Dahlia is a satin, brighter pink. Woo! It is pretty. So you can control the depth of this, right? You can tap it on your lips. You can tap it on your cheeks. And because it's a satin shade, great to combine with a balm or with a glossy shade, especially if you want some moisture to your lips. So for example, I would use Dahlia and then I would top it with the oil. That would be beautiful. Okay, Pink Grapefruit. Here's another pink that I love. Pink Grapefruit. It's a little bit cooler than Dahlia. And then lastly, Hollywood. Hollywood is more of a peachy pink shade. I love Hollywood. So those are some of my favorite pinks. Comment faves. I will send you the link. Hello, okay, sorry. That was an older question. If you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, here are my favorite nudes. I don't think I'm going to have time to swatch these all. Okay, this is Sadie. This is Sunshine State. That is what I'm wearing on my cheeks here today. I used Xanadu. I'll back up. All my shades. I used a mixture of hazel and mango as my main. I used Athens as my accent highlight to sort of brighten things up. I actually skipped bronzer today. Or not bronzer. I skipped contour because I'm living a little bit in my bronzer phase, which is using my bronzer as contour. So I use Xanadu, the brand new, available tomorrow, bronzer and illuminator. I used Xanadu, and then I used Sunshine State on my cheeks. And then on my lips, it was just that birthday oil. Okay. What is this one? Desert Sunset, Nude, and Plum. And these two ladies, okay, I am going to swatch this. Does anybody know what this one is? These two are the two that scare the women the most. This is the one that looks black in the tin. It's Black Cherry. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this is, it's Royal, right? Yeah. And this is Royal. I'm running out of room. Okay. And this is Royal. So if these two shades are right here. So if you ever have questions about what the shades look like after they're swatched on or actually on, please reach out. I guess one of the general rules of thumb is that if you notice that the lip and cheek color is a gloss shade, it's very likely to go on lighter than it's appearing in the tin. Okay. Lastly, my favorite peaches, Boardwalk. I use Boardwalk all the time, and I just stuck my nail in it. That was amazing. Okay. That's Boardwalk. Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez is really, hold on. My arm still has leftover lip and cheek from wiping that off. This is Tropicana. Tropicana is a semi-gloss. All right. Frenchie, one of my all-time favorites. If you love peach and you don't have Frenchie in your palette, what you doing? And then this is Madrid. So these are some of my favorite peachy shades. So drop the word fave or faves in the comments. I'll send you the link to all of them. And I will also include all of my favorite eyeshadows. These are the ones that I use the most. There are tons out there, but these are the ones that I use with the, highest degree of consistency. So this is, oh, hold on 1 second. I just wanted to, yeah, this was Sedona. So see this one right here? That's what I'm using on my eyes today. Sedona. It's absolutely beautiful. I think that's it. All right. If you guys still need my help with a color match, I'm doing color matches for the rest of the day. I will be doing them tomorrow, but I wouldn't wait. If you can get it in today on Sunday, I would absolutely do that. Have fun shopping tomorrow. Remember, 12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's only hours away. Okay? Have fun, everybody. Bye.